This episode is brought to you by Vast as the Ocean Photography and iLL Since 1977 Studios.
Good afternoon, iLL community. This is iLL, the inspirational black man. And today I want to drop a little video. I actually have been trying to do this video since Father's Day. That was like mid-June. Been putting it off, and now I'm finally getting around to it. So as we know, I lost my mom about 2 years ago, back in January of 22. So this is like my second Father's Day without her. Anyone that knows me knew I grew up without my father. So my mom, she was kind of the only parent I had. So when I became a father myself, my mom always made sure I had pretty good Father's Day. She would always give me a nice little gift, take me out to dinner or something. And I don't know, last year kind of affected me, but this year was a little bit more. I guess because the fact my daughter has graduated from high school. My only child is 18 now. So she's got her own place and moved out and working and all this good stuff. So it's kind of like I felt alone, so I was, kind of thinking about my mom on Father's Day and, how if she was here, the nice little gift she would have gotten me or taking me out to eat or just going in the house and just sitting there watching TV with her. I just miss all those days. But like when you lose a parent, it's kind of like they're there, but they're not there, if that makes any sense. And the fact that my daughter, she's still around and everything. I speak with her on a daily basis, but so Father's Day was really a trying one for me, but as you can see, I made it through. It's August, so I made it. So I did want to talk about a few other things. So I have new content coming to the iLL Conversation channel. I know I haven't really done much with the channel yet. Been kind of putting it off and trying to save up and get this and get that, but I finally got everything I need. I think I'm waiting on one more microphone to come in. So I have my field recorder. It also doubles as a interface for my computer if I don't want to use it as a recorder. So it's multi-purpose, multifunctional. So I got that in. I ordered me a Avatone CV12, which is an amazing microphone. It's known as the Taylor Swift mic. I guess about 10 or 12 years ago, whenever one of her albums dropped. I'm not really a fan of hers, so I don't know when the album actually came out or anything, but she recorded one of her albums on that microphone, so it became popular just for that. I was toying around with it the last few days, and the quality sounds really good. So it has lots of different polar patterns if you're into that kind of thing. So it singles out unwanted background noise better than I thought it would. So I got my microphone, just waiting on one more to get here. I do have a lot of topics I would like to cover. A lot of my topics I want to do a lot of, I guess what I'm trying to say is like a lot of content on YouTube shows like division between men and women, especially black men and women, like the whole balloon popping game, and they pop balloons, and to me they took the fun out of it. It's like they're always trying to embarrass someone or hurt someone's feelings, or it's like they get a clout boost from hurting someone else or whatever the case may be. But I want content that's gonna, kill the division, bring us closer together as a community, show us what love should be, how to, I want it to be a lot about kids, fatherless kids, just like myself. I want to be able to have information for them and a place that they could, chime in if they have anything to say, if they have any comments, any questions. So all that content will be coming soon. One of my closest friends, we used to have some deep conversations in the office, but he kind of moved on to another city, but he's still within driving distance. So I already contacted him, say, hey man, my stuff is almost here. I'm gonna come out there. We're gonna do at least 2 episodes together, because that dude, he was sharp. So so that's coming soon. The name of the podcast will be the Total Podcast, iLL Conversations Total, and total means for I'm too old to be avoiding logic, too old to avoid logic. And a lot of people, they get so wrapped up in emotions that they kind of lose logic, and jumping off of emotions can really get you hurt, and you can just stop, think about it, and use your logic and, have a better outcome. So that's gonna be some new content coming soon. And I was also telling a couple of my friends that I had, my stuff was here. I was almost get ready, and one of my friends was like, "Why are you buying all this stuff if you're broke?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm broke. I ain't gonna lie about that, but it's an investment, Every business venture has an initial investment, And she was like, "Oh, that's laughable. Like, what's laughable about someone want to follow a dream or getting out the rat race or whatever?" And another friend of mine was like, "Oh, that's nice and dandy and all, but you have to have money to start a podcast. You have to be able to sit at home." And I was like, "No, you don't. I mean, as a fellow photographer, you already have, stuff that you need, and it might not be what you want, but I was always told, use what you have until you're able to buy what you want. And it doesn't take money to start a podcast. All it takes is a cell phone, like I'm recording now on a cell phone. So what's the deal with that, And you just need something decent audio. If you want to do like a video vlog or a video podcast for YouTube, just get you a decent camera. It gets the job done with nice lighting. Audio lighting is all you need. The main meat and potatoes that you need is just a nice topic, something unique that's going to separate you from the group, and you have a show. It doesn't cost money at all. It may cost to upload your episodes to certain platforms or whatever, but I mean, the creation of the content is free. Like I said, we have everything we need around the house, and it kind of sparked another conversation that I might cover another day. It's about like surrounding yourself with positive people. And then when I say positive people, I'm not meaning like a yes man type person, someone that's gonna yes everything you say or agree with everything you say. You can disagree with someone and still be positive about it, But when I say about, surrounding yourself with positive people, it like I said, you do want someone that's going to agree with you. You want someone that's going to disagree with you. Constructive criticism is not negative, The type of negativity I'm talking about is when people tell you things like, "Oh, it takes money," or "You don't have," or "You shouldn't start that," or "It takes a lot of time." Well, of course, it takes time to build a following. I mean, you can actually have an episode, depending on how long it is, what topic, and how deep you want to go into it. You can have an episode recorded in 30 minutes, edited in 30 minutes, uploaded in 20, and there you go. And if you have an off day from work, you can get 10, 11 episodes up in one day if you really want to push it, So don't let people tell you don't have time for this, you don't have time for that, or it takes money, you don't have this, you don't have this, because technically we have everything we need. So and people are always going to laugh at your dreams, but the same people laughing will be the same one begging when you actually make it. They're going to want to be on the show, or when you start seeing some kickback, they're going to, "Hey, can you do this for me?" I mean, it's like people, they don't want to offer constructive criticism. They just want to be negative, but they're the first one with their hands out when you do get a kickback or whatever. So I've always said this, I did a blog about it once, is that people either give you wings or they give you weights, and I'm just tired of being surrounded by people who want to give you weight, telling you what you can't do and what you don't have and what you should wait. And like, I'm 46 years old, I don't have much time to be waiting on stuff, And I saw a video on YouTube the other day. I didn't get to complete the video, I didn't get to save it or go back to it, but this guy was saying how YouTube is not a young man's game. He was saying how, if you're 35, 40 years old and you have all this life experience, put it out there. Someone's out there looking for this type of experience. Like I said, I'm a product of a fatherless child, and I would like to give information to fatherless kids who may need a little guidance, a little encouragement, some best practices, or if, for lack of a better word, just want to be there for people who grew up like me, and so they won't have to bump their head as many times as I bumped mine growing up. So, like I said, YouTube is not a young man's game. If you have information, it's technically what life coaches are. They're just self-proclaimed life coaches who have knowledge and information that they want to share, and they share it at a price. I would like to reach, you know, 100,000 followers one day. And I mean, like, 100,000 of active followers, not just for the number, but just for the, you know, because every day we learn something, we grow from people. I mean, I've learned stuff from people younger than me. So just because I'm old and I know a lot doesn't mean I know everything. And I'm an open book. I'm a Sagittarius. I love to research. I love to learn new things, put new things into gear. You know, just driving that same car with the same old gears doesn't really take you to different places. So like I said, I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers and active subscribers. Let me correct myself. You have to be active, and just, you know, tell me what you know. I'll tell you what we know. We can put it on the table and have a, you know, information logical potluck, and we can just all share information, you know. So speaking of YouTube, I've been noticing there's an influx of, I guess, reaction videos nowadays, and I've seen a few of those. They're pretty cool. They can be informational, or they can kind of break some things down, but I'm seeing too many of them now, and to me it shows a lack of creativity. You know, you're not creative, you're not creating anything, you're just taking someone else's information or someone else's video and you're reacting to it like, oh my god, I can't believe it happened, da da da, and then commentary to it, add a little commentary, and I don't know, it's just like there's an influx of it. The ones who are, I guess, started doing it, they're doing really good, and I'm glad that they are and all, but that's not the easy out. I miss the old days when people were creative and they actually sat down and planned things out. And so yeah, so I guess that's about it at the moment. So it's a hot day in Texas. It's really, really hot out here. I think it's like 94, 95 degrees. The wind's not really blowing, but still a nice day. I just felt like I said, I've been trying to do this video since Father's Day. I just decided today would be a great day to get out and touch some grass, as the people say. I love that saying, touch grass. I'm out here touching grass while this heat is touching me. It's a nice day. It's supposed to rain later today. I don't think it's gonna rain for long. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the vibe or the mood or whatever. So we all love a little rain here in Texas. So, but yeah, like I said, I do have my podcast starting soon. It's going to be on my other channel. Well, as a matter of fact, it's going to be on this channel, the iLL Conversation channel. I'm trying to pump up some other videos. Like this stuff, it kind of requires a little help. Some of the bigger channels, they have a whole team of people. You know, one's in charge of lighting, one's in charge of audio, one's video, one's writing, and you know, it's just me. I just feel like the people in my circle, either they can't help, or they don't want to help, or they have their own stuff going on, which I'm not mad at them for that. You know, I just wished I had people who could, you know, chime in and give a hand, and, you know, hey, let me hold the camera. I actually finished a project. I posted it on YouTube. It's called If You Love It, Let It Grow. It's technically about a guy who just was going through life, and he noticed this pretty flower and he wanted to pluck it, but he decided not to, because every time he would pass by this flower, it made him smile, made him happy, and he just felt that he loved that flower so much, and he didn't want to take it home, because eventually things, when you remove it from its element, don't allow it to be itself, they die, you know. So that little temporary muse that you got from just taking that flower home and trying to take care of it the best that you can, just leave it in its element. Go by and visit it when you want to. Other people can walk by and visit it, and, you know, bees and butterflies can, you know, get nourishment from it, or, you know, pollen from it, or whatever. It just benefits the whole world when you leave people. When you leave flowers and people in their natural environment, you know. I've seen people over the years. Like I said, I'm 47 years old, so I know a lot of people. I have known a lot of people, and I've seen a lot on the news, and I've seen that stuff for the news, for example. People say, oh, that's my husband right there, and he was at the grocery store talking to someone else. Of course, this little dune buggy's gonna make all this noise while I'm recording a video. But anyways, yeah, you see it on the news. A lot of people say, that's my husband, that's my wife, and why are you talking to my wife? And, you know, but I mean, I don't know. Like, if you love someone, let them grow. Don't just say, oh, that's mine. And I mean, like I say, at the end of the day, it is your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever. But people need friends. I mean, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to keep you sane. Another thing too is people, as we grow older, we change. So you have to keep reinventing yourself and you have to study yourself and get to know what you like, what you dislike. You know, a lot of people, as they get older, they want to move to smaller towns, less traffic, less populated areas, so they can, get away from the things that they used to enjoy as a teen or a early adult or young adult. So, like I said, the project didn't go out. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I felt it didn't convey the message I was trying to convey. Like I said, I know a lot of people who are in relationships and they're not really happy because their partner is not allowing them to grow, or, and you grow. Like, let's say when you go to the grocery store and you try different foods, or you see something that you want to try, different vegetables or whatever, you get different type of nourishment from different type of things. Like, you could meet a guy in the grocery store and he could give you the key to what you're doing wrong in your ventures or whatever. I don't know. It just when you meet people, I mean, not everyone's trying to hop in the sack with everyone. Some people genuinely do want to be your friend, and if you are with someone and you just kind of have them on lockdown, like in the house, and don't let them speak to no one, and I don't know, I just think as an adult, when you get married, it's not like, well, I'm not even just married, but when you're dating someone, I think people are at their happiest when they still are able to be themselves. And I mean, you can still have friends and respectfully have friends and still be in a relationship, like, not everyone is true. Not all guys are the same. Not all females are the same. Well, not all women are the same. So, yeah, it just depends on what you allow to happen. If you are, me as a guy, if I am a friend with a female, I know a lot of people don't kind of frown upon that word, but if you are friends with a woman and she steps out of line, you can either, correct it and say, hey, don't do that. I don't like that type of behavior, or you can just separate yourself from it. People only do to you what you allow them to do, and a lot of people kind of sit back and hush and whatever, don't say nothing, hoping that it'll go away, and it never does until you check it. You have to cut it in the bud, and the first time you okay something, you just okayed it for forever. So I'm going to revisit that project. Like I said, I love the message, but I'm going to need a little help, with some recording and some writing and, some voiceover or whatever. It's a small project, but I just wasn't satisfied with the outcome of it. And I do want to get this message out to the world. So anyway, I'm going to end this video now. It's been a long 17 minutes. So once again, thank you, iLL community, the few that do follow this channel. It's going to get bigger. It's coming. I just have to make time. Don't find time, because you never find it. You have to make time to do the things you want to do in this life. And just like I said, I don't want a huge channel. I don't want to be like Mr. Beast and all the stuff he has going on right now. Just give me a good 100,000 subscribers that are active and giving me feedback and giving me nourishment, so I can continue to grow and reach more people with the information that I've gained over the last 46, 47 years of my life. Just want to be here for the community and show the world that not all black people are inwards. And and like I said, it's just this whole world, everyone is so judgmental, and everyone wants to step on everyone to kind of get their clout or whatever. Just stop being so nasty to people and open up and listen for a change. I thought God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can shut the hell up long enough and learn something for a change. You have to learn how to be a student before you can learn to be a teacher. And I think so many people jump the line and can't stand in their lane. They want to teach and don't want to learn, So just think that's all I have. I can go on for hours with life lessons and stuff, but just want to leave that for y'all today. Whenever someone comes with you with an idea or a business venture, you can voice some concerns, but don't let the concerns be the only thing you voice. Voice your excitement for them. I'm happy that you want to step out and get away from the rat race, call it 40-hour work week. I'm happy that you want to do this. I'm happy you want to do that. And there's so many ways of getting getting out there nowadays. You can take a 10-year-old Android phone that you can get on eBay for like $12, and the cameras are decent enough with the bright lighting, and get your audio down, and you can just start a YouTube channel with that. I mean, you don't have to have a whole rig setup and a whole studio Hollywood production type setup. Like I'm right now, I'm just in the park right now on my Sony Xperia with the vlog monitor, using the better camera. So it doesn't take much at all. All it takes is an effort, you know. All it takes is an effort. So okay, so really I'm going to end this right here, iLL community. I love y'all. Peace to everyone. Just want to send y'all some good vibes, good energy, and see you in the next one. Peace.